Student, once again you're welcome in writing class. It's Q skill unit 4 level 4. Today the topic of our writing is writing a compare and contrast essay. Compare and contrast, as you know from the name, compare mean similarities and contrast mean differences. In this essay, we summarize that similarities and differences mean the same points and different points. For example, you are comparing two products. For example, you are preparing iPhone and Samsung, so you are right about similar things. For example, both have many same features, so you will describe in the like these are the similarities. Compare. Contrast means the different features, like iPhone use Apple system and Samsung use Android system. They have different servers, they have different security and safety features, like this. If you compare between any product, or you compare between two TV programs, you compare between school and university, yeah, government school and private school. So there are too many things in everyday life we do compare and contrast. So the organization of this compare and contrast essay is same like we have studied. We have introduction, then we have in the introduction thesis statement, yeah, and we also use in the thesis statement we explain the relationship between two subjects, give reason why relationship is important, explain the relationship between two subjects, for example similarities and differences. Then we have body paragraph. In body paragraph we have two techniques to write a paragraph. For example, you can write point by point essay. For example, in one paragraph you write similarities and differences. Then paragraph 2 you write main important similarities and differences, and choose 3 or more key points, and then compare and also similarities and differences essay. So second point is similarities and differences. Similarities and differences mean in the first paragraph, yeah, you explain what is similar in the first body paragraph. In the second body paragraph you explain what is difference about the subject, what differences. So, and in the third paragraph, what do we do? Discuss the most important similarities and differences. So we have two techniques we can write in the body paragraph. For example, write point by point, and write one paragraph similarities, second paragraph differences, and third paragraph similarities, important points, and then conclusion. In the conclusion, as you know, you summarize all the main points and conclude it in the final paragraph. Here is the model paragraph. For example, writing in a digital age, yeah, the topic. So here the writer is comparing writing in digital age, like we are using keyboard, yeah, and keypad, something like this. And in the past people used to write on paper with pen or pencil. So both produce visible text, and so here he is using both handwriting and typing used to convey information. Yeah, both convey information. So I think he's using point by point in same similarity. Second factor in writing is writers like to be able to get their ideas down in ink or electronic. So similarities and differences, he is using techniques. So how many, yeah, then if you read it and then move to the exercise, what is the thesis statement, underline it. Yeah, thesis statement is the main point. For example, there it's describe the similarities and differences. So you have to read this first paragraph and find out the similarities and differences. Secondly, how is essay organized? Did the writer organize it point by point, or similarities and differences? I think it's point by point. You can read it if he's describing point by point, or then answer here. How do you think about author organized in this way? Why do you think? Yeah, you have to write the reason why. He might want to make it interesting, might show something. Okay, then yeah, you have to move to exercise B here. Reread the essay on page 100. Complete the chart with both the similarities and differences for each key point, then compare with a partner. Key point: individualization, attention to form, correction. For example, he's giving example: handwriting, beauty and flaws are writer, typing. So same here, attention to form. How is he, the writer, paying attention to forms mean the organization or structure of the paragraph, and the correction. For example, in handwritten, it's not automatic correction, and in typing we have automatic correction, and different things. Okay, when you complete it, you have to show it to your teacher during your online session. Then we have exercise C: work with partner, complete the chart below, recognize the information in this essay. Now you have to write the similarities, convey information, both yes, you to for to put the text, visible text to show. Next, beauties and flaws, handwriting. What are the mistakes or differences you have in the handwriting and typing? You can write it down here, is read the essay and do it. Then we have to move to exercise D. It is on page 102. Here you can see the same types of chart to help you brainstorm your ideas. Brainstorming, give your own ideas from your brain. Use the chart below to help you think of example of what you could write about cooking 100 years ago and cooking now. It is important. And for example, similarities: cooking, people still cook on wood, using wood, fire, cook meat, and other things. But 100 years ago, differences maybe that time only people cook using wood, now gas and electricity. Same like this. You have to write 4 or 5 similarities and differences here: cooking 100 years ago and now. Then you have to move forward to free writing. Here you have to choose any topic, to compare and assess similarities and differences in. For example, you can choose transport 100 years ago and now. Like schools and colleges, technology, different things, communication. You can choose any topic like communication, transportation, cost of living, something. You can choose any topic, right? Similarities and differences here. Is that okay? I think you it's easy for you. There is nothing. Then we have another paragraph: do it yourself. How is do it yourself effective, or what do you think? Do it yourself, you do something yourself, how it was in the past and how it is now. Do it yourself, the writer is comparing in the past, getting food, like and in the past. Nowadays, on the other hand, people can choose which, if anyone these skill they want to learn. So people learn only few skills. In the past, people have a lot of skills. So this, the final is the concluding paragraph. Here you will find the concluding sentence, and in the first paragraph you will find the thesis statement. Let's move to next page. What the exercise? Here, what is the thesis statement? Underline it. You have to underline the thesis statement. How is essay organized? Point by point, or similarities and difference. Why do you think are organized in this way? Yeah, you have to give reason. Yes, this is yes. Now we have to move to the grammar portion. Subordinators and transition. Subordinator, as we have studied before. And now what are the subordinators? Subordinators are the word here. They show contrast. Yeah, they are basically they are adverb clause. Sorry, adverb clause to show an idea that contrast with main clause. So we use these adverbial clauses to show the contrast, any difference, not the similarity. So although though like this, whereas, while, yeah, and more direct opposition. So we use for in handwritten text a character can be ambiguous, whereas a choice must be made when keyboard is used. Look here, character and handwritten text, and here is contrasting idea. So using this is the adverb clause, and subordinate is used as subordinator. Then although a person writing by hand must usually rely on himself, yeah, most word processing program take care of layout consent automatically. Yeah, although he is late, but he attended the class. So there are two different ideas. So using although to show the contrast. What are transition word? Transition word, there are the word which show the similarity. Transition word show comparisons. Yeah, the words like similarly, yeah, likewise, in addition. These words are comparison, show comparison. Transition word, yeah, showing contrast. So transition word is showing contrast or difference. Yeah, so transition word, some show similarity and some of them show differences. Here we have contrast, this word we use. However, though, on the other hand, more direct opposition, in contrast, concession, nevertheless, nonetheless, in spite of this, despite of this, show concession. Let's move to, yeah, however is using here. Here you have to read this text, read each sentence, and underline the word or phrase that indicate a comparison or contrast. Write CP. If it is comparison, write CP. If it is contrast, write CT. Yeah. Here, although some calligrapher use this craft for this their job, others use it just for enjoyment. Yeah, here it is contrast. Yeah, it is contrast, so you have to use here CD. Okay, read any other sentence. Let me. Hobbies can help us relax. Likewise, so the word likewise show similarity, so it is comparison. So write CP. Yes, you have to do this exercise and share it with your teacher when you have online session. Then circle the best phrase to complete each sentence. Umar likes to use his hand to make thing, while Hamad, while this word like you. Okay, you have, it shows compare or contrast. You have to choose. If you contrast, you have two different ideas in the next clause. If, okay, Umar put together his own computer similarly. This is the word from these adverbial clauses, or these adverbs. These are the adverbs. From these adverbs we can differentiate whether it is showing the similarities or differences. So you have to choose if it is showing similarity. Yes, sure, you have to choose the similar clause in the next part of the clause. Next is, yeah, here let's move to exercise C, page 106. Here you have to complete each sentence using your own ideas. Make sure you use correct punctuation. Yeah, this one is important. You know how to use punctuation. If you use adverb in the start or in the beginning of a sentence, then you have to use comma in the middle. And if you use adverb in the middle, then you don't need to write comma. Yes. So I don't enjoy fishing very much, nevertheless I enjoy cooking. Yes, and eating. Although many people enjoy fishing, here it shows contrast. You have to write different sentence. Not many people become professional athletes. Likewise, similarities. So you have to look at the adverb, whether they are showing similarities or differences. Then choose the second part, write next clause.